Getting a bit wild now.
So here we go. Up it goes, don't look up. Just look straight ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Got the idea? That's it?
Yes.
Good. Very good. You feel it almost six, don't you?
Maybe you have to gauge.
Well, six. It was the lightest spell originally. So the other two around. Well, welcome to St John's, Knutsford, where we now have 8 bells in this tower, which we ring every Sunday to make sure that people know there's a church service and they come to church accordingly. They might come anyway, but at one time we only had 6 bells here, and the lightest one was that, and they went round in that order over there, so what we call the tenor bell, which is the heaviest. And then in 1996 we added these two. But the back 6 bells are, in fact, were put in 1748, and that makes them, if you work it out now, something like about 270 years old, doesn't it? And people have been ringing, coming up those stairs for 270 years. Can you imagine that? Plus, to ring these bells. And it's a fantastic thing, and we've kept it going, and we hope we can keep it going for a long, long time. So there you are, and as I say, the bells were rung to bring people to church, and sometimes as a warning to the local community of fires and hazards. There was one time, it was the habit in the local community that when it got to sort of dark time, they would have to put out their fires. But they didn't realise they didn't have clocks in those days, so they didn't quite know the time when that should happen. And so a bell used to be rung to say, put out your fires in case the sparks go onto people's roofs and set them alight, as they did in Holmes Chapel once, many, many years ago. And hence that bell is called the curfew bell. Cut fire. It's a French word, curfew. And but we don't ring a curfew bell now, thankfully. We don't need to, hopefully. But there we are. That's the history of these bells here, really. And they're rung in all sorts of sequences and orders. I don't know if we've got an order up on the wall here for you to see. I haven't at the moment. Oh yes, you can see that one. That's how the pattern which certain bells follow as they're ringing in the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's called Knutsford Delight. And it makes a nice sort of rhythmic tune. And there are lots of methods like that that have been invented over the years, literally hundreds. And when we ring, we try to learn more and more as we're going, and it's all good fun. So we haven't quite mastered Knutsford Delight at the moment in this tower, but it's a very enjoyable habit, and it keeps you fit bodily and mentally, and it keeps you going right into your 80s and 90s. You can ring bells, and people do, and it's a very good sport from that point of view. So, when next you have a spare moment, come and learn. Find out all about it. It takes a while, but persevere. So, good luck to you all, and may you have a Merry Christmas.